going to talk about professionalism today. Professionalism. And what defines professionalism? There are 6 things that I think defines professionalism, starting with the code of ethics. Code of ethics. Every organization has a set of code of ethics, a set of rules that define how their professionals within their organization is supposed to conduct themselves. So, rules that define an organization rules that define an organization, and it entails how professionals or employees are to conduct themselves. Now remember that all the 6 points about professionalism, all of them intertwine with each other. You can go back from all 6 topics and put it back into the other topic, and you can see how they're intertwined. And I will show you how this is done as we go along. Now, the second item included in professionalism is attitude. Attitude. Attitude is closely related to your behaviors, and your beliefs usually drive your behaviors, which usually states what your attitude is. Now, if your beliefs are aligned with your code of ethics for that organization, then your attitude is going to align with what is to be expected at your job. The third item that comes into play is patience. Patience. Now, having patience doesn't mean necessarily you're going to be successful. It doesn't mean success, but it sure enhances the chance of you being successful, because your patience shows from your attitude. If you have the proper attitude, then your patience usually aligns with that attitude. If you're patient when an employee or someone who's visiting the organization, whether it's a patient or some type of person who's going to buy a product at the organization, is in tune with your attitude, and something comes off, a situation that takes patience, you will normally react, take time to think, and react more appropriately. Now, the fourth item, communication. Within an organization, the employees and staff needs to communicate. Communication involves passing on information of essential things. Communicate essential things. If the staff can communicate and get information off effectively to each other, a lot of things can be avoided. Mistakes, misunderstandings of the such. Now, from communication, and is related closely to communication, is collaboration. You communicate by giving the information. Collaboration then helps to make decisions. If there is a problem, you communicate about the problem. You communicate effectively about the problem, then you make decisions of how to cure the problem. Then, number 6 is change. Now, this is really covering all the other 5 items that we listed. It covers code of ethics, it covers attitude, it covers patience, it covers communication and collaboration. There's change in every organization. If you stay there long enough, you will see changes happening all the time. Now, when change comes into play, it's going to take your patience, it's going to take the staff to communicate and collaborate in order to transition over to the change. And keep in mind that change brings on a lot of different emotions. It brings on fear, anxiety. It brings on the feeling of being incompetent, maybe, some people, because they don't think that they can adapt to the change or do what it takes to change. Okay, now, if the person can have patience enough with the attitude to be able to communicate properly, collaborate properly, it makes the transition of change easier. And remember, we're going to list all of these items again. First of all, code of ethics, attitude, three, patience, four, communication, five, collaboration, and six, change. Remembering that all of these are a part of being professional or professionalism, and all of these drive on one another and intertwine.